Got an interesting topic. We're gonna talk about the breakup to makeup game. Fellas, don't ever get put yourself in a position where you playing the breakup to makeup, where you dealing with a chick, y'all break up, she leave you, she go and do her thing and try to come back, and you think it's gonna work. It's not. It's not. Uh, if a woman leaves you, she doesn't make a decision without somewhat of a goal or replacement or some contingency plan, if you will. She has a contingency plan. If she leave you alone or cut you off or stop dealing with you, she has another option. Because again, you got to look at the nature. You will know if something was to come up and y'all break it off. You excuse me. You will know what you did and you will know how she reacted or whatever. Again, this is if she's leaving you or finding issues with whatever going on with your situation, and she opts out and go does her thing for a week or two, come back, and you got open arms. You welcome her back with open arms. That's grave mistake, because the more she, this is a form of disrespect. It's basically telling you your program or your leadership or your masculine energy is not enough for me. It's not enough, or in some cases you may find where it's too much, but again you won't care to know anyway, because again you have that's about setting standards for yourself. But in this case, your masculine energy is not enough, or you're too boring, or she figured you out, quicker than she expected. You got emotional, you got in your feminine energy. Now she like, okay, he's boring. He don't have that real edge that I thought he had. So she already has the next play set up. If she didn't already have a play already, you could just be an option. Again, but we started playing boyfriend. We started giving off these boyfriend vibes, and we get complacent. We get comfortable in the situation because it's convenient. It feels good. You don't have to do too much work. You catch feelings because now she wants to be around you more. Now she gets bored and she say, you know what? She picks an argument. She leaves and does whatever she wants with whoever she wants. That doesn't work out, or that's is not as appealing as she may think. So she tries to come back. Now we ready to make amends. She may send you a random text, trying to gauge your temperature, see where your mindset, see how you think, and see if you're gonna reply or respond to her message. And what you do, because you still had that bond there, she still imprinted you. She still got them hooks in you. You still want the sex. You still want the box. You still want whatever energy you get that makes you feel a certain way. So you open the doors back up. So now she comes back in. So she already knowing, she's learning through each of these experiences. So when she leaves you and go to the next, she's tabulating and taking notes of all the everything that takes place with the next guy, and she's sifting through what works and what don't work. So she's leaving that situation because like I said, it wasn't as fruitful as maybe your situation with her was. So she's going to use what she learned from that to come back and try to use those new tricks on you. So you accept this and you open it. Now her respect level is decreasing, because again, it's a form of disrespect in a sense. It's basically telling you, hey, your energy ain't there. You really ain't what I thought. I could do better. I got better options. So when she don't have the better options, she'll come and settle for you. You're a consolation prize. She'll take you because she'd rather have a piece of man than no man at all. She used to have, especially if she a dime or she fine or whatever. She used to having male company. She used to having dudes in the corner. She used to having beta male orbiters gassing up, but that ain't enough. She'll take it just for that daily dose of ego stroke. She'll take it because like I said, she may possibly be a narcissist. She need that attention so much, even though you don't do it for her. And she probably conveyed whatever message to you that or reason why it didn't work, but somehow she got over there and said, you know what, I want to work it out. But you just told me why we didn't work out. You just told me the issues you had with the situation. Now again, sometimes it don't even get to the point. But if you arguing and having certain exchanges, if it's just not just a 100% ghost, you will know what her issue may be, because the true feelings are going to come out. That's why a lot of the times arguments start off as one thing, and then they end up being something totally different. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This is the intro. I want to start it off with this, but I really feel this way about this, which don't have nothing to do with what started the argument. So she's nitpicking. So she's coming back after she told you why it wouldn't work, but she couldn't do better. So she'll take you. So you start playing it back. So now you get into it. So now y'all fall out again. and then you fall out again, and then you fall out again. She's going to see what that other feeling looks like. So she bringing back that energy from these other guys who are weaker than you. Because if they were so strong or whatever, she wouldn't look at you unless you're a beta male provider. Shout out my boy BOA, a beta male simp mangina. Unless you paying how you weigh, you're a paymaster, you green. She'll deal with you because she know now. Like I said, she got this new information from these other cats that didn't work out. So what didn't work, she gonna leave that in the trash. But what did work, she gonna use that. That's gonna be in her arsenal. So she come back, she doing new tricks. She talking a different way. She giving you a different frequency. You like, damn, in the back of your mind, you like, you weren't doing this before. Now she doing it. Yeah, she learned. She picked up a new trick. She picked up a new trick, and now she want to see how effective it's gonna work on you, or whoever. You just a muse for right now. She want to see how much it's gonna work. So you her test dummy. She don't really want you, but she want to see if these new moves gonna work on you. And then again, that's why the fallout gonna be constant. You're gonna be breaking up the making up, breaking up the making up, breaking up the making up every chance you get, because she needs to see how much further you're gonna go emotionally to make sure her hooks are deep within you to where she can do whatever you can do. You're gonna do whatever she wants. You're gonna say whatever she wants. You're gonna do what she needs. So that's why the argument is so constant in a lot of relationships. Women nitpick arguments a lot of times, and some effeminate men, to make sure that the person that they're with is still emotionally invested in the situation. Because you're arguing about nothing. You looking at like this. You got an attitude. You got a problem with this. This is minor. But like I said, that's why the argument doesn't end on the same topic that it began. But this happens because people want to check the temperature. Women want to make sure they got them hooks in you deep. They want to make sure they got you under that spell. Because again, she watching porn. She listening to Meg Thee Stallion tell them to grip down and do all these tricks. So she want to know. Women love having control over man. It's the biggest ego stroke for a woman. Just look how they talk. That's why you see women get on social media. I got all these dudes in my DM telling me this. Oh, I just put my cash up. I made $200 in 30 minutes, $300 in an hour. These, they love it. It's an ego stroke, but you beta males don't understand the damage that you're doing. So we have to correct it. The vindicators of the generation now is correcting. Red pill community is growing tremendously. It's growing exponentially. It's growing daily, hourly. People are finding new channels. People are newcomers to the YouTube space talking about this same content and same dynamic that a lot of other guys are talking about, from MGTOW to purple pill, blue pill, red pill, black pill, gold pill, whatever. People are waking up. It's a shift taking place. It's an evolutionary cycle right now. People are evolving. A lot of the traditions, chivalry, all of that shit is out the window. That's days of yesterday. Men are coming to grips that doesn't really benefit him, because every time he's been nice to a woman, guarantee every time you've been nice to a woman, it blew up in your face. Every time. Women do not like nice guys. They want a kind man that will offer. That's why you hear a lot of women tell you the playbook. A real man, a woman don't have to ask a real man offer. You see all these type of, slogans, if you will, for women to ride into dudes the beta male space and plant and set a fact. Hey, this how we rocking. You gotta be thinking like this to get with me. They tell you how they want you to think. And if you don't fit that mold, they're not gonna give you the time of day. They're gonna go and do their homework. They're gonna see how you posting. They're gonna see what what kind of pictures and what kind of crowds you run with. They're gonna do their background check on you to see if you're gonna fit that mold of the beta male they need for this particular moment. Because women date based upon circumstances and based upon sexual desires. For circumstances call for her to need a guy with money, she's going to put herself in position to attract the guy with money and use him into that situation that's been corrected. Once you're a means to an end. Once that is complete, you're going to be moved. Now, my sexual desires are at the forefront. I'm going to date a man who's going to satisfy that. There are always going to be two at minimum. It's going to be two guys present. You got to choose and decide what man you want to be. A lot of dudes, they doing what they can. They doing what they can to get what they want. Women understand this. Women know what make men tick. You can't be green. You can't be green. So you started playing the back and forth. She learning. The more y'all break up, the more she knows. The weaker she sees you, and the more vulnerable you become to her. And she's gonna critique her approach. And to the point she felt, okay, we done went back and forth 4 or 5 times. It's not gonna work. She said, okay, I know what I need to know. I'm gonna take all of this with this experience, and I'm gonna go and look for a better mate or a better suitor, and I'm gonna apply those techniques and all the knowledge I got from this situation. And you pretty much it has ran its course. You guys be trying to own what's not yours. Certain women ain't meant for you to have. It's meant for you to enjoy and have a certain encounter and experience. Some may be temporary, some may be long term. But every woman you come across is not going to be yours. Quit trying to own what you can't own. You can only own yourself. You're a master of yourself. Y'all stay tuned for the next one. It's the Date Master. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all social media at the Date Master. Make sure you follow Mr. Mingle also. It's our dating platform. We got some events coming up. We're gonna keep the content coming. I'm gonna have some for the ladies too. Again, I know a lot of people is one-sided, but I want to get a lady some game that can help them not be casualties to their own ignorance. Don't be a casualty to your own ignorance. Men too. You can also pick up from some of the content I'm gonna drop. But like I said, it's the Date Master. I'll catch y'all next time.